Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. You ever just wanted to take a trip to New York?
Hey guys, and welcome to Cool Vision. In this video, we're going to be talking about New York City.
March Madness. It begins today. First video, I'm doing a long format. I'm doing a sample every day. These samples are from members of the channel, friends, which a lot of those are members of the channel, and that gets me an opportunity to try some new stuff. And I'm absolutely appreciative of that. I am looking forward to doing a long or short format video for the next month, all the way through March. What I've decided to do is at the end of that, through Patreons, you guys are the backbone of everything that happens on this channel. I absolutely appreciate you. If you're in that $5 or $15 range, I'm going to pour about 1 ounce out of every one of these samples. And then at the very end of this, I'm going to go ahead and the ounce that's left, I'm going to send to someone that wins on the Patreon. So absolutely excited about that. So at the end of the month in March, there's 3 Patreon drawings for the 6-packs. There'll be, however many days of the month there are, 30 days of the month. You'll get about 1 ounce of all these different samples, so you can try them yourself, because I think that'll be really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's the start of something new with this being March Madness, but it's also kind of the end. This will be the last video at this setup that I'm doing. Everything else going forward, I should be doing downstairs in the speakeasy / man cave / new studio. It's not 100% complete, but it's complete enough to where I can start doing the videos down there, get a different backdrop, different views on things, which I think will be pretty cool. So very, very excited about that. Should be on hanging out with Doc Martinez tonight, old-fashioned ways. So definitely looking forward to that tonight. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be on as a guest, but I'm definitely going to be on hanging out tonight. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think, he was talking with somebody else, and if that person's not able to be there, I'll be on as the guest. If I'm not able to be the guest, I'm still going to be there to hang out. I'm still going to get out there and talk and hang out. So if you haven't had the opportunity, check out Old Fashioned Ways, Doc Martinez. It's going to be a fantastic time tonight. I kind of anticipate by the end of the weekend, we're going to hit that 2K number. I'm just going to call it out. We should be really, really close, if not hitting it by the end of the weekend. There'll be 9 different things that will be drawings for. Of course, once they hit that number, make the video. Just say, all the things that are important that you'll need to do in that video. Of course, the Continental US, 21 is the most important. But a subscribed member of the channel, you'll have to say that phrase in the video. You'll have to like the video, stuff like that. And then I'll put a date when we're going to do something for that. I'm working on doing a live for that. That way people can actually see when it's drawn. So absolutely looking forward to that. Today, this is going to be pretty cool. This is Lost Lantern Brooklyn Bakery Kings County Distillery 2023 KCD-133 proof. This comes from Dave Vogelsang. Dave is fantastic. He is an amazing person. But he is like one of the best bourbon hunters I've ever seen. I mean, he finds bourbon everywhere at MSRP. He's got great connections. He's able to travel quite a bit. And it's just fantastic what he can do. And this is nice, beautiful color. Just looking at the, 133 proof. He knows I'm a proofy type of person. So absolutely looking forward to this. Pour about half of this bad boy in here. There, a little more. 133 proof. You know that it's going to have some octane, so I'm looking forward to that. By the time you guys see this video, it'll be Friday at lunchtime, which means if you're working Monday through Friday, you are on the downhill slide. And I am very, very excited for it. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm off on Friday. I'm taking my dad to the doctor in the morning, but after that, I just plan on hanging out, doing some bourbon hunting, doing some stuff downstairs, getting ready to watch the live. Friday night maybe be a part of that live too. So looking forward to that. But let's get into this. Now, I've never had any experience with the Lost Lantern stuff. I know that they're out of New York. They're New York's oldest distillery. Like I said, I don't want to know any of the tasting notes or anything like that, but I do know that they says that they use American and European type of distilling methods. That this is an 80% corn, 20% malted barley, so it's a 2-grain. So there's no rye in there, it's just corn and malted barley. And you can really get, you do get the corn, you kind of get like a sweet buttered corn thing going on, but you do get that malted barley, which I really like. It's almost got, not a lot of people are single malt or malted barley fans. I am. I truly like it. Oh, wow. Beautiful, beautiful, deep, deep color on this. This has got some nice reddish hues to it. This will not be confused. I mean, this is like if you took amber and it's just sat in the sun for a long time and it's just got super, super, I mean, this is past a burnt orange on this. This is, a slightly reddish color on this. Get a little bit of the ethanol on the nose, but at 133 proof, it'd be kind of surprising if you didn't. It coats the glass very, very well. And these legs really haven't even started to form yet. So I'm expecting some nice oils in this. I get a little bit of a chocolate note on this, which I'm really digging. So you kind of get the maltiness going on. You've kind of got a sweet little bit of a buttered corn. You're getting a little bit of chocolate. There you are, proof. I got some of that proof now, so I'm getting a little more of that ethanol, but it's not a like a gasoline type of thing blowing you up, but it's got some very nice, it's kind of got a sweetness to it really on the nose, which I'm really digging. Getting a little bit of a date in there, getting some of that barrel char in there. Sweet oak in there, some vanilla. So a lot of neat things going on in there. But the thing that I really like a lot about this is you're kind of getting that chocolate kind of malty thing going on. So very nice. Let's see what this thing's like on the palate. And like I said, I'm excited because someone's going to get to try these samples too. And they can go back and go, Sean, I don't know what the hell you were thinking. Or, dang, maybe you are all right sometimes. Or they might go, why the hell did you start off a month with 133 proof? Because if you follow down the same path, if you're not a big proof drinker, you could be in trouble. Wow. So I think what I read on there was they only had like 390 something bottles that came out of this batch. And to get a sample of this, really, it means a lot because this is something I'll probably never see in my area. I get that chocolate right up front, right on the front of the palate. You get some of that nice maltiness on the back. So it's almost kind of like what do they call it? It's kind of a little bit like a Whopper to me. The Whopper's candies, the chocolate maltiness. So I'm digging that right off the bat. It's 133 proof. I get it more in the chest. I get a little bit of a little bit of the spiciness on the tongue from the proof, but it's not overpowering when it hits my palate. 133 proof, you're kind of expecting something just to pop you sometimes and go, okay, I'm here, hello. But this is really, it's not destroying the palate. This is first drink of the day. getting, you know, like I said, a nice warmness on the chest, but not just overpowering fire on the chest. So I get that sweet corn. I get that, like I said, that chocolate kind of malted milk ball type of thing going on a little bit. And it's not overpowering, but it's just kind of like after you've had a Whopper, and it's almost like the finish on a Whopper after you've eaten it. And, you know, a minute or so later, you're like, okay, I got that. Getting the vanilla in there. And where I'm getting just a tiny bit of the date, which I got on the nose, which is really neat too. But see, I like the malted stuff, and it's not like a single malt. It's not overpowering, but you just get that little bit of just a different type of almost a savory transition on it, which I really like. On the back, I get a little bit of a tobacco to go along with kind of that barrel char. The oak on this is drying a little bit, but it's not bitter to me. It's more of a sweet oak. Got that vanilla in there. On that one right there, they talk about that sweet corn. It's almost like a little bit of a butter was in there too. So I'm really digging this pour. I think this is an excellent pour. If you've got one of these bottles, man, I'm telling you, this is something that you savor on. Now, at 133 proof, this isn't going to be for this isn't going to be for someone that's just getting into the game. You'll destroy them from bourbon right off the bat. But if you've had some seasoning on you as a bourbon drinker, man, this could be something that you have on your bar that would be considered a special pour. Now, I don't know the price point on this. I know that it's very limited. I know it's in New York, so it's not really distributed here. But this could be a really nice addition to someone's bar that likes higher proof stuff. That's not necessarily some of your standard fare because of maybe just the 2 grains with the corn and the malted barley on there. It offers a little bit different flavor profile, which I'm really liking. And yeah, I can chew on this. You know, I always call my chews like there's a wet chew and a dry chew. There's the wet chew is kind of what I call it, and it's probably not a technical thing, is where I can actually just keep the bourbon in my mouth for a little bit and let it slosh around and hit all the zones of my tongue. And then after, you know, I let it go into the finish, you know, swallow and go into the finish. Then there's that dry chew where you get some different things on it too. I am just getting such a nice, sweet, it's not overpoweringly sweet, but sweet, buttery, chocolate malted note that I really digging on this. I think that they've done a fantastic job. I am looking forward to seeing who gets, at the end of the month, who gets all these samples, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun, because there are going to be some killer samples in there, and we start off the month just right. You know, I'll tell you something that just, you know, it swelled my heart a little bit, is that, you know, the majority of my viewers are guys, and I do have some lady viewers, and I thank you very much for that. But the majority of my viewers are guys, and you know, there was someone that's been a member of the channel for a long time that just out of the kindness of their heart just reached out and said, hey, you know, just an open invitation. If you ever just need someone to talk to, man, reach out to me. I'm a great listener. You know, it's just an open-ended thing. I'm not reading into anything. If you ever want to talk, just talk. And I think, you know, as guys, a lot of times we suck at that. We're not good communicators a long time. You know, we're always that kind of the John Wayne mentality. I'm going to rub some dirt on it. I don't need this. But as you get a little bit older into life, you realize it's great having people that you can just sit down and talk with. And it doesn't matter what the subject is. And I always bring back that, bourbon is kind of one of those great facilitators to bring people together. To say, hey, this is, listen to a friend. Hey, they're maybe going through a tough time, or they need some advice on work or whatever. Or yourself, maybe you're going through a tough time. And it's that hard thing to say, man, I don't know what to do with, my friend's going through this rough time, or I'm having a tough time with my boss, or something's going on with my son, and this, that, and the other. Sometimes those are hard discussions to have to get started. But, find that group of friends that you feel open to and having those conversations with, because they can see things from a different perspective. Sometimes when you're going through something, all you see is that. All you're seeing is the tree. You're not taking that step back and looking at the forest. So all you're seeing is that tree. So work on having that great group of friends that, they can look back and say, you're just studying that one tree, but there's a lot of other things that you're maybe missing. And you know what? I just absolutely appreciate that. I'm sorry I got preachy there for a minute, but I think it's neat, and we just talk, we're just guys sharing a pour, a lot of times in there. My favorite thing to see is, I was having some of this and I saw your video, or, oh, cool, I got that bottle. I love that kind of sharing. You guys do a great job in the comments, and I appreciate you for that. But Dave, thank you so very, very much for this pour. I am absolutely a fan of this and so very thankful for this. Weekend is upon us. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I hope that, when you're working today, if you're working today, that your work day goes by fast. I hope you're successful. I hope you bring great energy to your teams. If you happen to be off today, or you're off this weekend, I hope it dials it down a little bit. We're going to go visit some friends on Saturday. We're going to grill out some stuff and play some cards and have a good time, and I'm looking forward to that. Tonight I'll be hanging out with Doc Martinez, Old Fashioned Ways, so I can't wait to check out that. And I'm going to be starting in the new studio, excited about that. Bring my dad to a doctor today. It's, maybe we can figure out some things that have been going on, so I'm hoping that works out well too. But slow that time down, do some of the things that you want to do. But most importantly, all, cheers and God bless. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.